Sparkle's acting company proudly present a series of comedy sketches. We hope you have as much fun listening to them as we had making them.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Snuffleupagus and welcome to Bazinga, the craziest game show on TV. Today our special guest is an unemployed 25-year-old from Yorkshire. Please welcome Wendy Summers. So, Wendy, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I lost me socks about a week ago and I found them under me bed this morning. So I think I'll be lucky today. I also drove over a magpie on the way here.
And that's lucky, I suppose?
Well, not for the magpie, it isn't.
And how much would you like to win then?
50 quid.
And what would you do with it?
I'd buy me a monkey.
Okay, let's get ready to play the game. Like you, Wendy, it's simple. You have one box in front of you with a handhole. You'll be blindfolded and have to guess what's inside the box within 60 seconds. Understand?
No.
Great, your time starts now.
Something bit me!
Ooh, something bit me is the incorrect answer. The answer we were actually looking for was an angry squirrel. Never mind, Wendy. Wendy? More specifically, the answer we were looking for was a highly deadly squirrel. So, join us next time for more madness and mayhem on Bazinga. Goodbye. Is she still breathing?
Have you been refused finance? Are you self-employed without collateral or have a bad credit history? Does everywhere you go refuse you a loan? If you would like a one-off lump sum of up to £10,000 for any purpose, why not try Blames Direct? If you've been involved in an accident, anywhere, ever, and you don't understand the meaning of the word accident, call Blames Direct and we'll sue someone on your behalf, even if you've got no one to blame but yourself. Meet Mr. Oswald Bultitude.
I went to work one day with a liberal coating of butter on the soles of my shoes. I then slipped and fell in the hallway and slightly bruised my knee. A bit. I called Blames Direct and received a cheque for £8,000.
Also meet Miss Beryl Chive.
It were a normal day at the sawmill and I'd been asked to carry a blade across the yard, but I saw that I'd been given the wrong type of hands for the job. I lost 4 fingers and carved a chunk out of my thigh. I called Blames Direct and they sent me a cheque for £3,000.
Listen to Miss Hoovy Slap Spittle's story.
I was hopping along the conveyor belt at work, juggling some fire, as you do, when I landed on a little spike with a big spike on top of it and completely removed my head. After consulting a friend of mine who worked for Blames Direct, I called Blames Direct and they had awarded me a bus fare and a pot noodle.
Blames Direct will not touch a penny of your compensation, even though you don't deserve it. So don't hesitate. Call now on the telephone.
Yes, I've recently become unemployed and I'm sorry, was that really necessary?
Yes, you're a chav.
So I suppose you'd like a job? Well, yes, that's why I came here.
Oh, you want a job, do you? And I suppose you'd like me to find one for you?
Yes, but I don't think there's any need for this sort of treatment.
So what would you like to do ideally?
I've been told I'm good with children.
Well, the world is full of liars.
Well, I don't
There's an opening at CBBC.
Gosh, I never really thought of working in television.
Don't be ridiculous. They don't let people like you work on television. Anyway, this appointment's with the Child Bullying and Battery Company. They're a new firm, all the rage with working parents.
You know, those poor parents who don't have the time to beat their own children properly.
That's horrible.
A little, but the pay's good.
No, what else is there?
There's a job going to the bakery in town.
I'm not sure. What would I have to do?
They need someone to look the customers up and down and raise their eyebrows and tut whenever they order a cake. It's part of the government fight against obesity.
That's outrageous. I couldn't do that.
Oh, suit yourself. Oh, there's a job with the council.
Great. What is it?
Cat stretcher. It's an EU thing. They've set new regulations for the length of cats, and apparently British ones are too short. Do you have any steel-toe cat boots?
Look, I don't want to stretch cats all day. It's revolting. Don't you have any jobs that aren't disgusting?
Let me see. Fast food chef?
No.
OAP frightener?
No.
Celebrity impersonator?
Oh, which one?
SpongeBob SquarePants?
No.
Dog waste taster? Monkey sponger? Horse kisser?
These aren't even real jobs. You're just making them up.
Well, of course I am. We wouldn't be able to find a horse that would let you kiss it. Perhaps a blind one.
You are the rudest and most unhelpful person I've ever met. I'm leaving.
You don't even want a job, did you? Jumped up time wasters.
I want a normal job, but if I have to deal with people like you, then I'd rather be unemployed. You really don't like that word, do you?
It's not words I don't like, it's chavs like you, scrounging off the state, thinking you can just waltz in here and pick and choose a job to suit you.
I've only been out of work for a week. Haven't scrounged a penny off the state.
Oh, boo-hoo. Everyone has a sob story, haven't they?
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. I want a normal job. I don't need a good job. I want a normal job.
Good evening, I'm Desmond.
And I'm Fiona Hagendars.
The main news tonight. A man who yesterday broke into the frog enclosure at London Zoo has today been named as Colin Pennyfarthing. The unemployed 36-year-old from Brighton scaled the fence to the enclosure yesterday afternoon. He has been in there with over 150 vicious creatures for 30 hours but is as yet uninjured. Keepers in the amphibian house consider a manned rescue simply too dangerous. Jean Flem is at the zoo now. Jean, what is the situation there at present?
Well, Desmond, Mr. Pennyfarthing is standing in around 6 inches of water towards the western end of the frog enclosure, here at London Zoo.
And what sort of a state is he in?
Understandably, he is in some distress. He spent over 24 hours standing upright, surrounded by some of the most fearsome predators of the amphibian world. In addition to this, he is absolutely soaked from the ankles down.
And is he in any immediate danger?
Yes, he is, Desmond. I arrived here about an hour ago, and there are several frogs looking at him and croaking quite aggressively. Obviously, frogs have no sharp teeth or claws. However, they are known to give a very nasty lick. Although zoo bosses have considered a helicopter rescue, the general consensus here is that he will not survive the night. This is Jean Flem of the Evening Summary, off to see the monkeys.
Thanks, Jean, and we'll keep you posted on that story as it fails to develop. Fiona.
Desmond. The Women's Institute have been at it again, leaving Manchester City Council today to begin the 3-month clear-up job that has been left in the wake of the Institute's recent disturbances. The devastation occurred during last night's WI stampede, which started at Piccadilly Station at around 6:25 p.m. Police say as many as 30,000 crazed crocheters ran amok, demolishing everything in their path. As well as the destruction of property, areas of Manchester are currently covered in strawberry jam. That has been described as delicious, but dangerous. This is the UK's first stampede of this size. Environmentalists have been quick to blame global warming for the recent rise in WI stampeding, whilst TV chef Jamie Oliver believes it's connected with school dinners. Desmond.
Fiona. The British Medical Association has today published concerns about the latest diet craze to sweep the country, the so-called Kettering diet, devised by Professor Hugh Kettering. The diet excludes all the major food groups, subscribes eat no salt, fat, carbohydrates or protein, and are restricted to eating only seashells and strips of tarpaulin. The BMA have warned of potential health risks including heart disease, liver failure and internal waterproofing, and advise subscribers to consult their GPs before undertaking a diet that's obviously as misguided as this one. And now the other news headlines in brief.
Good news for music lovers, as Jedward have exploded.
New measurements now suggest it's only a short way to Tipperary.
And Mr. Bobby Conn has been named the man who actually put the bump in the bumper bumper bump.
And on a lighter note, a dog has filmed some delightful footage of his owner saying sausages. So that's good night from me.
And a nice little mug of cocoa from me.
Good night.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Will you tell me a story?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, tell me a story. A nice long story.
Is this some sort of joke?
Yes, a nice long story with a happy ending.
What? Are you okay?
Yes, a nice happy ending to a nice long story.
I'm afraid I'm too busy to tell you a story. Anyway, the bus will be here soon. Hopefully.
Busy. Like a bee.
Yes, that's right. Busy as a bee, so I can't tell you a story.
Can I have some honey?
Honey?
Yes, honey from the bee.
I'm sorry, I don't have any honey.
But you're a bee.
What? No, I'm not a bee.
You said you were a bee. You said you were a busy bee.
No, I said I was as busy as a bee. I'm not actually a bee.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
Well, I don't look like a bee, do I?
Well, you do a bit.
What? I don't look anything like a bee.
Well, maybe not very like a bee, but that needn't mean you're not one.
Well, yes, but I'm not a bee.
Oh, I know you're not. You don't even look like one.
But you said I was a bee.
What, me? You said you were a bee. I barely spoke.
But
you wouldn't fool me anyway. You're not stripy enough.
I'm not trying to fool anyone. Why would I want to fool people into thinking I'm a bee?
I don't know. You could be a spy.
A spy?
Yes, a spy. Come over here to infiltrate our bees and find out the secrets of making honey.
Making honey isn't a secret.
It is if you're a wasp.
Well, I'm not a wasp.
That's exactly what a wasp spy would say.
Oh, all right then. I am a bee. A great big busy buzzy bumblebee. Okay?
There's always a weirdo at the bus stop.
All sketches were performed by Ellie Clowder, Ella Bridget Tompkinson, Phoebe Crawford, Ros Crossley and Tom Torgerson. And with the exception of Bazinga, which was written by our very own Ellie Clowder, all sketches were directed and written by Eddie French, Gavin Dixon and Carla Simpson.